Hello everyone, I'm Kino and today we're looking at r/nonpolitical Twitter. If you're unfamiliar with this place, it's basically just a subreddit where people put Twitter posts they find funny. It may not all be from Twitter, but there's definitely no politics here. Anyway, let's get into it. I walked into a Parisian bakery and said, "Bonjour, deux croissants s'il vous plaît," in absolutely, impeccably perfect French. And the lady behind the counter still hits me with a, "Okay, and what else?" My accent was perfect. There's no way she could have known. Was it the sweatpants? My daughter found me crying in the kitchen. She wrapped her arms around me and whispered, "Is it because of your hairline?" Now I'm crying for two reasons. Oh, come on, your hairline can't be that bad. It's... Oh, no, you're covering over the hat. It might just be that bad. When I see initials carved into a tree with a heart, I think it's so romantic. Two lovers on a date, one of them carrying a knife for some reason. Actually, now that you bring it up, yeah, that is true. What are they doing with the knife? Were they gonna kill them if it didn't go well, or... You know, I feel like if the Avengers were real, we'd really, really hate them. Watching Hulk throw a car at a villain and miss. A man shows the eclipse to his fish. Aw, that's cute. Imagine being ripped out of your comfortable life by a higher being, and then getting exposed to the glory of the cosmos, and then immediately getting put back. Okay, when you put it like that. Commenting AI slop on a high school acquaintance's Instagram post of their newborn baby. You know, I'm 18, so this is kind of like in the far, far future for me, but no, I get it. Like, the idea of like someone I knew in high school, or like even my cousin having a baby, that's terrifying. That's AI slop. That's not real. So we just waited an hour to see our pediatrician. As soon as he walked in, my toddler took his hand and pointed to his watch and said, "This is a clock," which is probably the most passive-aggressive thing I've ever witnessed. You know, this one's like a really old post that's been read a couple of times, but I still think it's pretty classic. Like, see, now that's a clock. You can read that, and you don't have to come an hour late. Crazy, I know. Okay, guys, look at this. Small. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh, why are you holding it like that? Look at this little face. It's so terrifying and so sad. And oh my god, I love cats. I love them so much. The best part about being authentic is that there's no image to maintain. You will delight some and disturb others, and none of it will concern the truth of your being. And you know what? That's true. You should always be yourself, because if people like you, they will stick around, and if they don't like you, then they just weren't worth your time to begin with. You will find your people just by being yourself. I promise you that. You don't have to put on a character or anything like that. And that's why being yourself is neat. My ducks are not even remotely in a row. My ducks are in places no duck has ever gone before. You think you've seen all my ducks? No, they're over there. They are behind you. They are approaching your location, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. What was the moment when this happened in your life? When I realized that nobody knows what they're doing. It's idiots all the way up. You don't need permission or qualifications or expertise. You can literally just do things. And that's why I'm here. I hate to admit this, but our feelings on certain things really do change as we get older. 10 years ago, I would have preferred to get a new video game instead of an engagement ring. But now that I'm older, I would prefer to get a domesticated raccoon instead of an engagement ring. And that's true. You know, I can't believe that they're domesticating raccoons. Can you believe that? Like, it's gonna happen eventually. Like, they're already digging trash and all that stuff, but like... Wow, people could have pet raccoons in the future and that could just be legal. That's kind of crazy. You're stuck in a padded white dream for the rest of eternity, and you have to pick a cellmate. Who are you choosing? Robert is a well-intentioned, pure soul. His irritation is minimized if you're an optimistic fellow as he is. The fruit is an agent of Satan. And they're right, like, do you see the look in his eyes? That is pure devilish behavior. He is not friendly in the slightest. Look at him. He is going to kill you, no matter what he says. You are done for. Drawing is so exhausting, I wish I could just... About the author. When Dave Plaguey was a child, he suffered from ADHD, dyslexia, and behavioral problems. Dave was so disruptive in class as teachers made him sit out in the hall every day. Fortunately, Dave loved to draw and make up stories. He spent his time in the hallway creating his own original comic books. In the second grade, Dave Plike created a comic book about a superhero named Captain Underpants. His teacher ripped it up and told him he couldn't spend the rest of his life making silly books. Fortunately, Dave is not a very good listener. You can't beat this as an author bio. And honestly, as someone with autism, that's honestly really sweet. I'm glad he found something that he likes to do and he got people that support him for it. My girlfriend is taking an online course to learn how to care for autistic children, and every time she completes a module, she just stares at me like this. She knows what you are, Naz. We all know what you are. Hey guys, I made waffles. So you hate making pancakes? No, dude, that's an entirely different sentence. What are you saying? I love when my body makes a noise I've never heard before. Like, girl, what organ was that? Who's in there? Was it you, stomach? It was totally you, wasn't it? You silly goose. I bought Quick Oats, right? And 2 days later, my roommate showed up with Instant Oats. I will not be humiliated. I must find an even sooner oat. I must find an already prepared oat. I love when pets just make up rules and their humans are like, oh fine. My cat has a bedtime and he won't go to sleep until we do. Every night at 10:30, he starts trying to herd us up the stairs. And now we, 2 grown humans, adhere to the bedtime of a 12-pound cat.